Let's do this. Yeah. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. It's time for Phoenix Wright to begin. Man. I have been wanting to go through these for like 4 months, 5 months. I don't remember when I first got into this, but it's time to begin the trilogy for Phoenix Wright. Naruhodo Ryuichi from the beginning. The first game. To those of you on Discord, hi. How y'all doing? Yeah, here we go. There we go. Okay, getting into it. Alright. Let's get into the first turnabout. Hi, Larry. I saw it. And I will be voice acting this, if you couldn't tell. Oh no! Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Make it look like he did it. Well, saw it. We're gonna break you. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hiya, Chief. Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you were the defendant before this case? Isn't that not a good idea? Because that's conflict of interest? Wait, no. I'm defending him, so... Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. We'll meet the other one later. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one. Good guy at heart. Oh. Which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Trial is now in session for... Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. What the hell, man? Murder is a serious charge you can control. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading, knees weak, arms heavy, palms sweaty, mom spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry, right? I sure hope it's not me. The defendant. Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh, I know this one. I've read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course! I know the victim's name! She looks so nervous. One second, I'm gonna turn up the transparency a little bit. Of course, I know the victim's name! I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Yeah. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Huh. Tab. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. So another fiasco like this doesn't happen again, where you literally forget the victim's name. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Well, let's see here. Oh. Cindy Stone. Out of all these options, only one has the first name Cindy, so... just rearranging my desk a little. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... oh, I know this one. Hit with a blunt object, right? She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. After listening to it, like, otherwise for so long on my own. Mr. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Alright. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief? What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Hi, you. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Oof. But I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, is what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she hadn't completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it? Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. See, they made it America. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. No way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Whoa. Pain. What the Dude. Do not shame people for this kind of lifestyle. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah. There is a way of running his mouth in all wrong directions. Should I don't remember what the right answer for this is. I am not above looking up a walkthrough if need be. For now, I'm just going to I don't see the penalty for it. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. He went. What do I do? I'll just have him answer honestly right now, honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. Dang it, I didn't get the lie like a dog dialogue. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Now starts the trend of witnesses having aptronyms. Wahoo! Of the murder. Witness's account. First witness testimony. Woo! I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman. Not moving. Dead. Wailed and frightened. Found myself unable to go inside. I called the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to put it by the park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Okay, let's pick apart this testimony. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Thank you. From noon to 6 p.m. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. First cross-examination, let's go! Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Hell yeah, Mia, let's go. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then find the contradictions in the testimony. Alright. First cross-examination. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. Wailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. Hold it! Wait. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? Not to call the police immediately. Okay, but you fought to call the got to call the police. What happened next? I was so used to Apollo Justice level. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Hold it! How do you know that? The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. That phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to my court and found a public phone. I am not above looking up. This is a long-ass first testimony. Hold it! What is this? 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Seems really cool. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Forget what contradicts. Well, this, right? Objection! There we go. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after his testimony. I find that hard to believe. Mr. Salt, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Hi, new person. I hope the delay isn't too bad. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Well, I know what to present for that. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Well... I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Well... Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Hold it! You said heard, not saw? Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. To look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. Well, I can contradict that. You gave us the blackout record.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Salt?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself.
Wait. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Salt? I prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather, distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Salt. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a tablecloth in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay, let's get this over with. What's this?
Hold it!
A tablecloth. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. Killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon? Yes, the tablecloth that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you note off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Right. Set. Thinker.
Objection!
What the hell do you mean it was a clock? Wait just a moment. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? I'm a defense attorney, Sot. Obviously. Just answer the question, Mr. Sot. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. I just realized how baggy Payne's suit is. Get it fixed, my guy. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So he, submitted evidence incorrectly. Okay. You're not a very good prosecutor, Payne. So, your weapon was a typical clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yeah. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known what was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed, the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Obviously. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
clock.
That day, I never.
Look,
The clock. I heard. No, I mean I saw. Pissed off Phoenix is so silly. Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. Okay, little order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound you heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The case is writing on this. Think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saunders was definitely this clock. In fact, it would just clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? When the penalty bar didn't disappear immediately, I was like, did I choose the right thing? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sod, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Because she just got back from France. If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawt. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Aww. Not so fast, Mr. Sawt. Yeah, Mia to the rescue! Mia! I mean, Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Turnabout time. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah. Because she got back from France just the day before, baby! Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Actually, sorry. Well, Mr. Wright. obviously.
Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim had reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Salt, or should I say, Mr. Did It. Oh! Phoenix Wright, this king. Oh shit. Oh no. I can't believe this. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time. It's gonna be a standard for the series now. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty! Woo! Cheers, confetti! Thank you, Gumshoe! And with that, this court is adjourned. Record time, 45 minutes. Turns out that Frank Sod was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sod let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sod found the nearest blunt object he could. And yeah. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen a chief looking this happy. That's really sad, actually. If she's this good, imagine how Larry was feeling. My life is over! Come on, dude. Larry, you're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad! Bad, bad, bad! Larry, you're innocent! The case is closed! But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man! Gone forever! Larry, she was a... Nah. Never mind. She was a sugar baby. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Really going after Mia, huh? Is he even she even his type? Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this. Your eyes are so pretty. Wow, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? Someone was very pleased with themselves when they translated this. I think she got a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, Skag. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? They really love doing this, huh? The right thing, at least here. Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Well, the thinker statue.
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. I'll make it. Make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah. Part, at least. Hint, hint, Edgeworth, hint, hint.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." And I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. Oof. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Alright. That was pretty good. I think I'll take like a 10-minute break and then get back into it. I don't have a break screen because I forgot to make one. But I will put on a little bit of music in the background, I think. Let me see here. What's a good... One second. Just gonna take a little break. I'm also gonna mute myself. All right, let's get back into it at exactly 1 hour. Let's go. All right, it's time for Turnabout Sisters. Yep, definitely saved my progress. I'll need to rebind the back key. I'm more used to playing. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Oh, I'm sad now. This is one of my favorite tracks. Right behind the actual Turnabout Sisters theme. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. I think that was misattributed. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. I like to think that she likes both burgers and ramen. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright! It's a deal! Okay, sis. See you soon! Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Oh, that was perfectly timed, actually. That was perfectly timed, actually. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Wait, so it was like a month later? What the heck? September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fanco Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. Oh, right, I forgot about that. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background? It's cognizant, dude. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Oh, no. Yeah! Hello, you. Red, white, blue. It's okay. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fanco Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Oh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Alright. Blood. That can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. Fine. That smell. Blood. Sis! Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Okay. This strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. No! Phoenix! Wake her up! I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. These seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this contains a murder weapon. Again. The chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and her surveillance. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. The Fanco Ledger. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. fever are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Oh, I didn't get to examine Charlie, dang it. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Oh, I do get to examine Charlie. No, let me examine Charlie. Desk. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Comforting. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. Extra dialogue, yay. Nothing about the trash can? There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. A nice, luxurious place. And yes, that is a reference to Watergate. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this. But if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The finger lying next to her must have been a murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's spotted. Must be pieces of the glass nightstand left broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Well, I wonder what it could be. The word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya, did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Sure. I really need to reset my keybinds. It's painful to look, but I have to, for Mia's sake. Looks like she was hit in the head with a blunt weapon. She probably died instantly. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yikes! Who says yipes, Phoenix? Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Yeah! Let's go. Reset. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Uh-oh. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Okay, what's a good gumshoe, boys? What's a good gumshoe, boys? Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe. What an oddly specific and apt name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder? Must have been that woman I saw. Ain't from me. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Whoa! Excuse me! This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Oh no. Not great. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. I'm gonna stand for a bit, I think. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. Wow, I had poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. What should I say? Obviously not a chance. She appreciate it, of course I will, more than it's up to you. I'll just say it's up to you. Better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? What about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. Oh no! Mia! That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Can I examine the... Yeah. Smile for the camera. I'm setting up something that'll pay off a lot later. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Let's talk. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Why don't they just put the next dialogue section in between? So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait! What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something like on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Elizabeth? Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. That's the one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember! Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Alright. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I don't know why D words are so difficult for me to say in Phoenix's voice. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure. Why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. Trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? He told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Right, let's move to the Grossberg Law offices. Oh, that's fun. Ooh, what a nice painting. September 6th. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Might as well examine some stuff while I'm here, just for kicks. Ashtray. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Ooh, plant! An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. That's why they look expensive, because no one's touched them. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Nothing for the carpet. Alright. Fine, I'll just move. September 6th. Fanco Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey! You there! This is a crime scene, pal! No trespassing! Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No! Phoenix Wright! How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Should I choose a joke answer? We've got here Detective Gumshoe, Detective Suede Shoes, or Detective Gumtree. I'll just say his actual name. Don't want to ruffle his feathers. Gumshoe, was it? Wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick! Hey, Dick! Get over here! Yes, sir! Be right there! You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Alright. Examination time. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? I'll need to look that plant up. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Let's check on the gate water. The sky is blue. And so am I. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die. There's that hotel right across the way. Bum, 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 bum. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing that's missing is... Mia. Aww. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. Let's talk. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You wanna know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal! It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Thank you. At exactly 9 p.m., huh? That was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth mention, let's go! Guy in the top right. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Let's talk about my best friend from childhood, aside from Larry. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do! I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Sounds like someone else I know. Don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. Ironic considering Apollo Justice. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Let's see what this does for me. I was wondering, did you see my face cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Let's tell it to him gay. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy. But what should I tell? I'm sorry. Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai? An action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. And what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Hell yeah! Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influence in the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Not like prosecutors don't prep witnesses anyway. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already, then? Haha! You're trying your loyally tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Let's go. Oh. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Sad music! But first, Gatewater Hotel, baby! Oh, would you look at that? Room 303. Oh, well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look at the part. The part of the beautiful eyewitness. I paid a lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Let me examine places. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Those are literally just roses! Those are literally just roses, Phoenix! I'm going to examine every art piece I can think of. Still scene painting. Oh, wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. You literally went to art school! You literally went to school on the artist track. Come on, dude. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. Here's the Fanning offices building. Of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. matching here. Did we examine the table? The bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying here. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Should I just talk to her? I should just talk to her. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, absurd. Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. I'm sorry. Better not encourage her. You know the thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you can tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well... Dream on! If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer! Are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Tee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues? In the garbage. Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Alright. Let me try examining this again because I don't know what else to do. Who's here? Who's here? What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. This theme is pretty cute. Just gonna move to... Let's try Grossberg's offices. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? How come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey.
He's sweating.
Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Acha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Is there new examination dialogue now? Nope. Let's talk. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Oh, you know what I just realized? I forgot to change the game to something. Let's see here. How do I edit this? Gonna take a little... Yeah. Edit video. Real quick. Video details. How do I... I'll change it later. Whatever. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now, I've nothing more to discuss with you. That's nothing, Grossberg. That's literally nothing. What's going on here? That's literally nothing, Grossberg. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission. You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Ah, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Isn't it, viewer? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. I'm not buying. Jeez. Hey, Anyway, well, do I present something to him? I'm going to present my defense attorney's badge. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Well, that's lame. Dang it. Whatever. Let me go talk to Maya about this. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Aw, Maya. Keep getting them mixed up. No, wait. Talk. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry. I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. He practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. No, I never checked profiles. She's 27, 17, 30.
Hello, Miles Edgeworth.
April, May. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes. I've gotten used to it. Oh. Also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain.
Your mother's enemy.
That's quite a way to phrase it.
So, who was this man who,
ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? I'm gonna be eating lunch, I think. The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, Ain't the laughing stock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I accidentally almost pressed go home. Of course I'm going to defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... I can't abandon you. This is sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh. Right. I've just come out to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come in here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. We didn't need this flashback game. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I think not. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. That's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Hell yeah. New evidence. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. How would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh, bellboy. Still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. Miss May? In court. I think now would be a great time to take a little break. So, I'm going to put on some music in the background again, and then everything will be hunky-dory. Alright. I am refreshed and ready to get it on. Wait. That's not... Wait. 1 second. Okay. Let's just go. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1. Hello, Edgeworth! Mitsurugi, my beloved! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Gods, I wish. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Hi, Gummy. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. How did you get in charge of homicide? I'm sorry. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. Sexist there, but okay. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. Yep, I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Was that a leading question or not, do you think? Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Alright. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Felix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey! Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The origin story of his main strategy. Mr. Bluffing Wright. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Press everything! Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Hell yeah, let's do this. Press everything. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gateway Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Hold it! Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Hold it! Alright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should take my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold it! Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Let's see here. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Exactly. I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Sir? Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright. I know exactly what I need to present here. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Well, did she really now? Let's take a look at her autopsy report. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But
No butting your way out of this one, Detective. Look at Edgeworth standing there all smug. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day of the murder. I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. Edgeworth, buddy. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write to Maya. That is all. His stupid little bow. His stupid little cravat. His stupid little bangs. His... I see. Damn you, Edgeworth! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. Do I want to be mean to Edgeworth or Gumshoe? Or should I choose the joke answer and be shamful to myself? I'll just call Edgeworth a sham, why not? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. God damn it, Edgeworth. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious connection, yes? Darn! This isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. I wouldn't exactly call April May poor or innocent, Edgeworth. Let the witness April May take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please.
April May. At your service. Wink.
God damn it. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw.
Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom, and even some of the women. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee. I was like in my hotel room. Teehee.
I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fanco law offices. That's Right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. And refrain from calling the prosecution big boy, please. That honor is reserved for the defense.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Little itsy witsy.
I hate that her animations have her bouncing her boobs like that. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. It is my legal right as a defense attorney to cross-examine the witness, Judge. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright, so which one do I present the, layout on?
It was like 9 at night.
I'll just present this here.
Objection!
No? This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and statement just now related?
They aren't, are they? Not at all. How to get one in.
Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
The tiny explosion animation is really cute.
I don't think there will be any points with the judge. The girl, she caught up to her, and she hit her.
Hold it!
She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack.
Please, continue your testimony.
The girl, she caught up to her, and she hit
Hold
her.
it!
How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could be but her?
She has a point. I question your testimony, though. Hold on a minute! That testimony stinks! What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean!
Clueless reference. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Alright.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hip clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee.
Well, if she ran to the right, then you wouldn't have seen the moment of the murder. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
I did see everything. I did. Victim dodged the first attack and ran off to the right.
Hold it!
Press this first before... Is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand. Right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
Then the girl in the heavy clothes ran after her.
Well... Let me present the floor.
Objection!
No, not this one. Your Honor. Objection overruled. Oops, that didn't go so well. Oh, I think I'm supposed to put it here.
Objection!
No? This is... Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Why am I failing so hard at this?
Hold it!
Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it?
Hold it!
I am not above. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No. But I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
That clock. The kind of statue clock. Thinker, I think?
Hold it!
A clock. Didn't this come up in another reason? Wait a second. Wait a second.
Objection!
There we go. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too, and he was found guilty of murder. Look at him just standing there. Order, order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
Yes, Edgeworth. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue of trivial concerns. Yes. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
I will not. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. One time. Only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. Stop there. Trial will be over.
Huh? What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Faye & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look. Right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May?
Tisk tisk.
Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there was no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility.
The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is...
Take that!
Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That makes sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. The thinker statue.
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Oh!
Dis Wright strikes again! Oh? Excuses not on sale today? I forgot the heart on her thing spins.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Snip! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly peas. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. I'm assuming it's the wiretap.
Take that!
Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Miafei's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is.
Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Check the conversation. Yeah, it's just this.
Take that!
There we go. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up?
You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time?
It's a clock.
It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time.
Miss April May, You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
God damn it, Edgeworth. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! Phoenix's face. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping, irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can. And I will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
I think I'm making this up. How's the bellboy? Wink.
Iced coffee probably wasn't that popular in... Go. Nerd. The witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No! They're going to let her just walk away! There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May into the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Bellboy is a witness, or... Call him as a witness, why not? The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk quite low enough already.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? There's no way I'm giving up. Alright. I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait! Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. Oh, those cookies look scrumptious. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a break here, I think. I'm just gonna pause for a second. I will be back in 15 minutes. Alright, I'm ready to get back into it. Let's go. Alright. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 p.m. on the dot, sir.
Hold it!
Okay, but why? 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that details several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her attention at precisely the requested time.
Hold it!
Precisely 9 then. Precisely. Exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy? Tee-hee. I'd like, iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May. I said I'm not above looking up a playthrough or walkthrough, and I wasn't lying about that. I don't want to lose any more health. Don't want to take any more penalties. Second. Phoenix, right. East. because I'm not quite sure what's wrong here.
Hold it!
What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. That's a little suspicious. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. Short-staffed? I checked Miss Megan personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I'm thirsty to call after in the evening.
Bonus!
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... oh, he's blushing. That's cute. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her, and I would not press that.
Hold it!
And of course, precisely 9 then.
Hold it!
You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? Embrasser? It's French kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, we'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen. Can I? Yeah, no, you can't. Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Let's ask him about check-in. Because otherwise... Was she wrong? Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not a without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. Oh, Edgeworth. Edgy. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, He asked me not to mention it. He wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, you fool! I've done it! I've won! No, you haven't, Phoenix. You've just proven that she wasn't... Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. She's not a lesbian. Then when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And Mr. Wright, who was this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May, obviously. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what's a convenient little setup. But it's too late! Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. And that will be where I end, I think. I'm not ready to do the investigation segment yet, so when it hits to be continued, I'm going to stop streaming, and I think I will be back on Saturday because I'm hanging out with a friend tomorrow. And I would like the entire day to hang out with her tomorrow. So that was a good 3 hours. Yeah. September 7, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1.
Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there!
Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Everyone's got a crush on Edgeworth, even Phoenix. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that?
anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I may actually start earlier. They asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do to me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong at that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. I was early with that. And that led me to my downfall. Alright. That'll just about wrap it up then, I guess. I am done for today. See you guys on Saturday at maybe 9? Yeah. See ya. That was the first little bit of Ace Attorney.